Flood victims who signed up for the buyout program could soon begin receiving payments, and the PSC will soon begin taking public comments on Kentucky Power's proposed rate increase. I'm Jerry Scott, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Federal money intended to buy out homes in flood-prone areas is expected to soon be heading to those waiting for it. Sheldon spoke with one local official about the impact of the funding.
Money that flood victims across the region have been waiting on will finally be in hand soon, as federal funding has been secured from the FEMA home buyout program they signed up for during the devastating floods in February.
As always, anytime we receive funding to help the folks that have been affected by the flooding here locally, it's something that we're appreciative of. At the state level and at the federal level, these are federal funds that are flowing through to help fund the program.
Williams said he has fielded calls to his office from residents believing the money is new funding, but hopes to remind them this comes from the home buyout program and isn't a new program.
The funding that was recently announced for the home buyout program here in the counties, the 6 counties that were affected by the flooding in 2025, this is not a new program or as it may seem. We've had folks call the office inquiring about the buyout program, and if this is a new program that is going to be put out there. It's actually not. This is the folks who signed up for the buyout program back during the flood. That window has already closed with FEMA and NRCS. So this is the folks who signed up for the buyout during that time period and got their application submitted. This is the federal funding that's actually coming down to fund that program for that buyout.
Local officials estimate these funds will benefit over 600 homeowners, helping them relocate to safer residences out of the floodplain.
The federal funds kind of go hand in hand with the high ground projects that we're currently doing to get people out of harm's way. And it's really a two-step approach. Let's get the folks bought out and get them out of harm's way. Then let's put them in a safe place where they can continue to live their lives and not have to worry about getting flooded every time it rains, because it's not, are we going to have another flood? It's when.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
The Kentucky Public Service Commission has scheduled 3 hearings to take comments from the public regarding Kentucky Power's request to raise residential power bills by about 15%. Back in August, Kentucky Power filed its application for a rate increase, saying it was necessary due to lost population and industry in eastern Kentucky, plus the need for upgrades to improve reliability during severe weather. If approved, the new rates would raise the average residential bill $28 from $183 to $211. The public will be able to tell commissioners how they feel about the proposal during a series of hearings. The first will be held November 20th at the Pike County Library on Lee Avenue in Pikeville. The other hearings will take place at the Perry County Courthouse in Hazard on December 18th and the Ashland Transportation Center on January 8th. Each of the hearings will begin at 5 p.m. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look back at this weekend's Mountain Girl experience. That's coming up when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. The University of Pikeville celebrated homecoming in style on Saturday afternoon, crowning its 2024 homecoming royalty before rolling past Point University 62-10 at the W.C. Hambley Athletic Complex. The win improved the Bears to 2-4 in the season and 2-0 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference play. Quarterback Xavier Malone continued his dominant season. He completed 25 of 31 passes for 415 yards and 4 touchdowns. It marked his 5th 300-yard passing game this year and the 4th time he's gone over 400. He had plenty of support on offense. Sophomore Amon Williams racked up 46 rushing yards and a touchdown while adding 78 receiving yards and another score, extending his school record to 14 consecutive games with a touchdown. Senior wideout Jordan Williams pulled in 6 catches for 97 yards and a score, while juniors Kobe Stribling and Grant Scott also found the end zone through the air. The Bears finished with 493 passing yards and 12 tackles for the loss, holding point to just 69 rushing yards on 41 attempts. U-Pike will be back on the road next Saturday, traveling to Bluefield University in Virginia. Kickoff set for 6 p.m. Meanwhile, in Kentucky, the Kentucky Wildcats fell just short of a massive upset Saturday night, dropping a 16-13 overtime thriller to number 21 Texas. Kentucky outgained the Longhorns 395 yards to 179 and led for much of the night. Late before goals by both teams sent the game into overtime. Redshirt freshman quarterback Cutter Boley was outstanding, throwing for 258 yards on 31 completions and adding 45 yards on the ground. Running back Seth McGowan led all receivers with 7 catches for 68 yards and added 45 rushing yards for 113 total. Defensively, Kentucky knocked Texas back all evening, holding them to under 200 total yards, but the Longhorns escaped in overtime to get the win. The Kentucky Wildcats look to bounce back next Saturday night against Tennessee, still searching for their first SEC win of the season. For Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
The Mountain Girl Experience concluded its 5th year in downtown Pikeville, holding their event in the fall for the first time. Robin went to the festival to see what it was all about.
The weather was warm and sunny for this year's Mountain Girl Experience, which took place Saturday, October 18th on Division Street in downtown Pikeville. Attendees were treated to plenty of crafts, a variety of hands-on activities, music, mixed drinks, and workshops. One table that attracted quite a bit of attention was Peyton Media stickers and decals.
I'm from Southern West Virginia, and so I'm very excited to be here in Pikeville today. It's my first time setting up in Pikeville, actually, and everybody's been very receptive. All the women here have been very inspiring, and it's just a great event to come together and to hope to benefit a great cause. I kind of do a little bit of nostalgia mainly, and kind of like being whimsical and very colorful. I focus mainly in the 90s because I'm a 90s baby. But I go a little bit into the 80s too and do a lot of pop culture or just things that are fun and make people smile because the world's so serious right now. And so I just like to have fun with the things that I make.
Other people and organizations were there to offer information and free products to anyone interested.
We're doing a stop boy, a swift mask.
What else do you have to give away? You want to show her those balls that we have to give away?
So he's like flirting by proxy. Everything he signs is Christian.
Overall, the atmosphere was one of camaraderie and empowerment. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Jerry Scott for Mountaintop News.